Ah, fuck me. It's a good way to start. Me just saying, fuck me.
And fuck Stupido. Welcome to the Top 5
All
podcast.
right.
All right.
This
You
man
really
has traveled.
embraced that West Coast life. Swinging Stupido here.
I wouldn't
Sure.
go too hard on him. He's been traveling quite a bit just to be here.
I think that's actually what
I
the whole
I
point is we should go
I
too hard.
I took a day off of my calendar on our trip just so I could be here.
Damn.
That's pretty amazing.
Just did
I f-
everything.
I feel honored.
Just for you. Yeah,
Just for you, DVD.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do
Would
this
we
for
like to-
Chalk or Dayman or Leo. I'd do it for Griff.
I wouldn't expect you to,
Well,
except for Griff,
yeah.
of course.
Yeah, we do anything for Griff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about building a retaining wall near an ocean for Griff.
Just for
out of
Griff.
the goodness of my heart. Yeah. Would we like to do a roll call?
Probably.
Have we ever liked to do one?
Not
Damon
me.
says that I'm the one who says I'm the one who doubts him, and therefore he doesn't do it well. So I believe in him this time.
Okay, perfect. Now that I've lured you into my trap of believing in me, I'm gonna fuck you over. I'm just kidding.
No.
Hey, man, here. Hello.
Let's see. The jet lagged, sick, stupido Einsteini is here.
And I'm just regular old chalk banana from your Philadelphia Phillies.
Bog standard Leopold Pollersbeck of your San Diego Padres.
Can I make an interjection real quick before we get to Griff?
Sure.
Yeah.
I've always preferred Leopold to Leo. I think the fullness of the Leopold really captures your, whatever it is that you are.
We'll call
he's
Leopold
no longer Leopold anymore. So
we'll call Leopold the government name. How about that?
Fair enough.
The full government name.
And of course, where there are 2 or 3 or more top 5, there's Griff in their midst. And today we welcome the new Leo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the new Leo.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
Hello.
Dan Van Dam.
Pleasure to meet
Welcome.
you all. Well, it's not like this is actually the first time we're meeting, but
No, but this is where it counts.
I've had intimate relations with, I think, all of you so far.
Oh. Hey,
Oh.
wait. That's what that was?
Yeah.
Wow. I have been read wrong my whole life.
And the only person I haven't played with on a team so far is Chalk and
That's
Griff.
okay.
But Griff, I
That's
talked
the
to
only
quite a
person who
bit.
has played with me on a team. It is apparently okay for Stupido.
I mean, but Griff, because they're in our division, so like we're gonna play them.
Yeah, and I chat on the Pittsburgh server a little bit here and there. So, Chalk made it painfully clear very early on in FCB that I was never joining the Phillies. He DM'd me and said, "I just want to let you know that we have no interest in signing you."
Wow.
Reverse psychology.
I feel like that is not how the interaction went down.
No, it's not.
But my memory is shaky. I am an old man.
It was
in Iceland.
He said,
Iceland man.
"We're not going to be talking to you very much, just because it's painfully clear that you're gonna not fall to us. It's like, however we see you, we have no chance at getting you, so I'm not going to waste my time." I was like, okay.
Is that what I said?
Fair.
That sounds about right.
That does sound like me, yeah. Hey, at least I recognize greatness. I may not be able to get talent or develop talent or maintain talent or have talent myself, but I recognize talent when it's presented to me.
I think your session 4 went well.
I'm actually having a pretty nice year so far. I'm trying not to jinx it by talking about it too much. And I'm trying to stay humble, which has never been my strong suit. So,
if you want talent, just follow St. Louis's formula,
which is
draft number 1 over and over again.
That's right.
I fail to see the talent part.
I haven't seen it pay off yet.
Bram, bram, bram.
This
How
most
are you
recent
doing this
session
year,
was
Damien?
great.
Have you
He's
gotten
getting a
hit
lot
yet?
of walks.
I have a crazy OPS, but not very many hits.
Have you gotten a hit yet?
I have.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Last I checked, you were like
Yes, he did.
0 for 4 with a 500 on base percentage.
I have a
Which is,
single and a double or a triple. I can't remember.
nice.
He does.
I hit my first home run this session. It was pretty
It
great.
was against Leo, sadly.
It was. It's fine.
Leo, are you still crushing it?
No, I went 0 for 3 last game.
Mm.
But I hit a home run in my LR. So there you go.
Yeah,
True.
nice. I had
DVD? How's
As
your
long as you
season?
hit him somewhere.
My season's been not bad actually.
Yeah.
I've had some trouble, but who doesn't get into trouble?
I heard they make pills for that.
all
well,
these
at the very least
intimate,
they help you forget the trouble.
all these
Call your
intimate
doctor.
relationships. That's the problem.
It's funny you say that because I did take
Buddy,
some
there's
action.
other 40 on this
Viagra
call. You're
before
good. You
coming
just
on this
chill.
podcast.
No,
You don't have to let us know.
Papa Blue
No.
Chew.
I bribed the Cardinals to drive in runs, and it seems to be working, especially this
Oh.
last session.
Cosmic
Hey, can you
brownie
back
is
this
so
up?
good. It's true. I'm actually going to get a cosmic brownie right now and eat it, and it was mailed to me by the new you.
Yeah, so I told the Cardinal server that I would buy a box of cosmic brownies for anyone who scores a run this season.
Oh my! Hang on.
A whole box for getting one run?
Yeah, we needed the run support, and they
Wow.
are delivering.
Update. They scored 11. So
Yeah,
Jeez.
it works.
DVD is on.
Next
to
time you
his
do this, can you
third
let me
job
know
after
so I can
this.
buy Little Debbie stock or something?
I might have a few points.
I would hope so after 11 boxes.
Well,
Right?
only
You
two
got more
people
have
have cashed
points
them
at
in,
that point. Okay,
Dayman and
that's fair.
Waffles. So it's been like,
That's fair.
You
which
getting-
is nerve wracking because I know at the end of the season, everyone's going to
You
be
gotta pay the
calling in
piper.
that favor. Yeah,
How
Start
be like,
stashing it
look
away.
at where I am.
delivering crates.
Are you stuck right there?
That's
No,
so
I'm not
dumb.
stuck, but I can do this.
I was just
Nice.
Oh!
This game's bad. Anyway,
Uh,
DVD, welcome. Would you
Can
like
I
to answer the
Request a
first question?
trade to the Cardinals because I would like
Space
some
Jam
free
DVD.
Little Debbies.
Space Jam DVD. Space
I have
They're
Jam.
not free. You gotta work for 'em.
1,000
Not
on
free. You
base
got to score.
percentage in minor league.
Do you really?
Yep, I had one plate appearance. It was because we had 20 minutes left on our timer, and I happened to notice it while I was on the West Coast. Put myself
Nice.
in and got a walk, stolen
Yep.
base, and a run.
Small sample
Look at
sizes
you.
be damned.
Was the winning run too. But I didn't get player of the game.
Huh.
So
You
you
got
know,
player of the game. The
I
person
don't
on
know.
your chin.
I stopped paying attention after I subbed myself in.
That's fair. Fortunately,
Very fair.
How did you steal a base if you stopped paying attention?
I mean, because it happened immediately, and then, or like 15 minutes later, and then I stole a base.
Nice.
I actually said, "GM, can I steal?" And I said, "Oh wait, I'm the GM."
Yep. Salsa gonna, tell you no? Absolutely not.
Nope.
GM, can I steal? Wait a minute.
I had a
I've
zero
literally
diff
fucking
homer.
done that before. So
I just wanted the
Right,
other
like-
players to learn, what they're
Of
supposed
course,
to
of
do.
course.
I just
Lead by
like straight
example.
up one time was trying to fucking steal, and like I knew it was okay, but I was just like asking to like be like, yeah, like everybody check. See, we all check.
Mhm.
Anyways, I meant to fucking ping Fats, and in our server, his name is Dead Fats Richard. So I just typed D and clicked it, and it was my fucking name. So then it was like 2 hours later. I was like, fuck, I just did it, right? Because I was like, I'm not even really fucking asking anyways. Like, I'm gonna do it. Like, and then I did it, and then like an hour and a half later, like Fats like responds to the comments, like, did you fucking ping yourself? And then everybody was like, oh my god. And I was just like, motherfucker. I just clicked.
Pinged himself. Said, "Can I steal?"
Yeah, literally, like it's pinned.
Walked up-
It's
walked
fucking
up to the
pinned in
mirror.
that channel.
I've
was just
I've
like,
done
this
that
fucking
twice, and
guy.
Plow has pinned him both times. So I feel
course.
your pain.
Yeah, I also did the classic of like, oh, it's an overnight timer. Let me submit a conditional swing. We're fucking pitching.
Mhm.
Yep.
It didn't matter, but still, it was just funny of just like waking up to someone looking at it and being like, dude, like, what the fuck?
You're holding this up for what?
Yeah, like,
So,
And
as
I
a captain of the Pizza Rats, I've enjoyed doing some of that GM stuff. It's I could get into that long term. I think being a
good
should
fun
GM in the
teaching you.
league would be a good goal.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what my
Stupido is a
goal
great
was.
teacher.
have you wanted to be a GM? Like, did you think that was a thing you wanted back in college days, or is that a recent revelation?
Uh in college, I was like, maybe one day, because Leo and Strawberry were so cool that I just wanted to be like them. So I was like, it was in my mind, but I knew I wasn't ready.
Is Leo funding the Cosmic Brownie purchases?
No.
No.
Okay,
There were
just
no,
curious.
it was not a cosmic brownie market in Texas State.
Got it. Was there any other goods or services exchanged for that endorsement, Leo?
No goods or services.
Nothing
Okay,
that
go
you
you.
can
because
admit
that
to.
Just
You,
being
you,
real,
Yeah.
that wouldn't
being
make it
real good at
illegal
my
in the
job.
NCAA, anyways.
No,
That's
It's totally
banned by
above
UIL.
board.
You just
I-
write it
well,
under
yeah.
the likeness and image.
Yeah, you literally just say, no, I paid you to speak for a business. Boom, done.
So
I don't know how the
here
college
at
post
the
works, so
Top
I'll
5
leave it.
podcast, we ask questions. I have a list of them.
Excellent. I have
Would you like the,
answers.
would you like the first one?
I would love the first one.
First question is, of course, how did you find the league?
Okay, so this is actually an interesting story. Well, interesting to me. I don't know if it's interesting to
I'm sure
anyone
it's
else, but
interesting to us too. Don't worry.
it was about January of 2024. I play fantasy baseball, but I only have one league that I play in, and it's with some friends who were previous work friends. And I've been trying to get them, like, let's do a dynasty league. Let's do a dynasty league. They didn't want to do it, so
Those are fun.
I just went on to like find a league on Reddit and got involved on this uh, dynasty league that was going to be 32 teams. You pick a franchise, then you have to sign all of that franchise's actual players, but get under a cap number to do it. And so we were having a lot of fun, and the dude who set it up seemed pretty cool. He seemed legit, and it wasn't going to be for any money, so I felt comfortable joining and messing around. And all the other people were really chill, but the GM had to put together all of these spreadsheets of like every single baseball team, all of our selections for our players. We were all like, hey, let us know if you need help. We'll help you. I can do this. You can do that. You can do that. He was like, no, I got it. I got it. And then he ghosted us by like February. So everyone in the league was like, what are we going to do now? And at that point, I was like, well, I'm out. And I started poking around, thinking I wanted to do something, didn't know what, wanted another Dynasty Fantasy League. But then I saw this post on the Red Sox subreddit for MLR, and I was like, you know what? That sounds even cooler. I got to check that out. And that's how I found it.
Nice.
Here we are.
So you're a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, I think Chalk, you actually posted on that post when it went live.
We tried to comment
Did
on
I?
all of them, yeah.
Oh,
Some of us tried to
We
hit as
all
many as we
posted
could.
we all posted on a bunch of them, yeah.
but apparently only mine was memorable, fuckers.
Mm.
So
Or
Well, it was
immemorable.
Because it was something so fucking dumb, probably.
probably
Or like,
Yeah,
Hey,
fuck
you know
this
what?
sucks, but join our league.
it doesn't.
You-
It wasn't a matter of quality. It was a matter of grabbing attention, and guess whose attention was
right.
grabbed?
right.
DVD, motherfucker.
Grab them
And
by
hey,
the
I mean,
attention.
you accomplished the goal, so I mean, if it ain't
I-
I
broke.
did,
I,
and now you
I
have a
remember
great
Binders get you
rookie.
something for that?
Congratulations.
I remember it too
And I
because it was
dedicate this
like,
cosmic brownie to you, I guess.
enjoy.
Thank you. I'll take one of those. I'll
I
give you
love
my
Cosmic
address.
Brownie.
No, they'll be gone soon.
No,
Wait, do the Cosmic Brownies have the nerds or the M&Ms?
They
They're
have
like
chocolate
nerds.
candies.
Yeah, they're like sprinkles.
Okay, that's fine. The
They're
nerd ones are a little much for me.
nerd sized, but chocolate inside.
Yeah, and Chalk's comment, I remembered it specifically because it was downvoted a bunch because he was like, I don't even like the Red Sox, but
I
you
just said
guys
that.
beat
Yep.
my team for the first time when you won a World Series, and
Sounds
just
like
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
yep.
literally that could have been an exact quote.
I just said fuck the Sox, but join MLR.
Yeah.
Is that really what I said? Was, huh?
No, but it's
Go me.
so believable that
It is
even
believable.
you accept it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll provide
Yeah.
receipts. I'm pretty sure that's almost
Ooh.
exactly what he said.
The receipts.
I'll be
Related
curious to
to
see how many
that.
downvotes it has.
Related to that, while we were in California, we were hanging out at the house one day, and the kids were watching stupid YouTube videos, and one of them was like best moments in sports, and it was talking about the 2004 Red Sox, and it started
Fuck
with the
that video.
ALCS, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this, and they're like, why? I'm
Nope.
like, I don't want to watch this, like.
Yeah, like
And
fuck
then
you.
they're like,
dude.
they were so confused until it went, and then they played the Cardinals in the World Series. They're like,
Yeah.
oh,
Now we get it.
now we see why Dad
You're
doesn't
like
like this.
the ALCS just reminds me of like a storm fucking brewing to ruin my damn month.
That team was so fucking good too. They were
Yeah,
stacked. They were just stacked.
It was so much fun to watch.
Oh, I'm sure it
You
was.
shush. You shush.
I don't even have anything to.
And then
compare
that
that
movie
to,
had come
so,
out that year of the
you're
Yeah,
Red
you
Sox
do.
winning, and
Yeah, let's not talk about Jimmy Fallon. He can go suck, whatever
They're
thing
like-
people suck when they're bad people. You had the 116 win Mariners team.
That's
I guess you
not
probably
the
don't.
same as going to a fucking World Series though either. And also like I was like not into sports at that time. It's like a
How,
Damon's like, yeah, I was like 4.
yeah.
I was gonna say, how old
3,
were you for that? Yeah.
like almost 4.
Do you
Almost
feel an
4.
attachment to Randy Johnson or Ken Griffey Jr. or Edgar Martinez?
I mean, do you like people who played for the Cardinals even when you like in like the 60s or some shit?
Yeah, kind of, but not like a ton.
I mean, it's not like I'm sitting there like, oh my god, if Edgar Martinez walked up to my door, I would marry him. But also, like, I do really like Edgar Martinez, so that might be a bad example.
I mean,
And
I'd maybe
as
like
much
make
as
out
the
with him a
next
bit.
person,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
DVD, you're like 40 something, right?
Yeah, I'm 40.
Who are your Bo Sox boys growing up?
So when I was really young, it was Mo Vaughn.
Move on.
That's like the first
That's
games I
big.
went
Kicks I've
to
ever.
were like Mo Vaughn games.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was from that point forward, it was like Tim Wakefield, Pedro Martinez,
And
you
peace.
know, Mike Lowell, and
Yeah, of course, Pedro.
Manny,
For
Poppy,
sure.
Johnny
I heckled
Damon.
David Ortiz one time.
Oh, that's
Good for you.
dangerous,
In real
dude.
life, but I felt pretty
That
good about it.
You didn't shoot him at a bar, did you?
Oh my
No, I
god.
didn't.
Oh my
no, but
God.
I heckled the fuck out of him in Seattle when the Red Sox were in town. It was like either his second to last year or last year. And I literally, we were sitting like just up the third base line and like a few rows back, and we were surrounded by fucking Red Sox fans. And I, David Ortiz came up to bat, and I literally just stood up and was like, "David Ortiz, you fucking suck!" And the people behind us were like, "Why do people have to?" Like this little girl was like, "Why do people have to heckle players when they don't even give like care?" And I was just in my mind, I was like, "I don't give a fuck, dude." I like David Ortiz. I had to heckle him. Had to do it.
Did he respond by cranking
No,
a
he
home
didn't
run?
do shit. He didn't do no. But the Red Sox beat the shit out of the Mariners that night too. So I was like, I don't give a fuck, dude. They're winning. This heckle don't mean shit to him. He's like a millionaire. He's having a great fucking time. Let me have my
Great
heckle.
night.
He probably didn't even hear you.
No, fuck no. No way he did. No way. I'm sure like
It
none
wasn't
of
for
them
him.
were
It was for you, and it was
for me.
justified.
The ones
And that
that
little
the
girl a
athletes
couple
can
rows
really
away.
hear.
That little
Yeah, for
girl.
real.
You
Yeah,
needed
fuck
to
yeah.
ruin her.
Had to hear
Grow
them
up,
fucking
bitches.
cheering
Their
all
life
night
is.
and shit. Yeah. No, I bet the only sport where like people can really like the players can really hear heckling is like basketball, depending. But like baseball and football, like fuck no. Unless it's like just weirdly quiet for a reason. I don't know. Or like you're
in
right
the
behind
outfield,
home plate.
I
In
have
the outfield,
definitely
yeah. In the
I
outfield is
drunkenly
probably a good
heckled
example.
David DeJesus by just yelling of Jesus at him, and eventually he turned around and was just like shrugged at me like, what is that
Like,
even
what
mean?
are you saying to me? Yo, just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get out of here.
I drove down from Champaign, Illinois, which is like a 2.5, 3 hour drive, to go to a game after working a night shift. And then it was really sunny and hot in St. Louis, and I was drinking beer, and it was, it's not my best
You were
self.
kind of turning up a little bit, huh?
I was turned with a capital T. So,
Yeah.
All right,
Leo, did I use that right?
Yeah,
I
mean,
don't
it's not
think
really
"turnt"
used.
is a word for Leo.
It's not really
I
used
found
much anymore, but
Yeah,
I'd say you
that's a
used it
little
right.
old for Leo and Dayman.
It's not old.
I mean,
it's
that's
just,
like high school for me, for sure.
yeah, around there.
All right, so I found Chalk's quote. He says, I dislike the Red Sox, but y'all took first World Series of my lifetime from my team and made it into a Jimmy Fallon movie. Come on. Why am I here again?
Yep.
Yeah,
That sounds
that's
about
me.
right.
Let's see. There was
Truth in
also
advertising.
Salsa
How many
Steve
downvotes
was
did it
on
get?
there. Only -2, probably because no one saw this post except for me and like 28 people.
-2 in consequence to how many people saw that post is like -10,000. You know, like it's astronomical.
You have to
So like
weight
one guy
adult
saw the
dislikes.
post, and then he signed
It
into
was
his
like
alt downvoted as well.
six people saw it and two
That was
of
me.
them downvoted. That's crazy.
Yep.
That was me on both.
Yeah. Just follow Chalk around and just
Yep,
fucking
I downvote everything he posts.
You didn't like Jim Rice or Fred Lynn, or is that? Do those guys Wade Boggs?
Omar Garcia
Wade Boggs,
Parra.
rest in peace.
You
Rest
didn't.
in peace, Wade
Those
Boggs.
guys were there in the '80s. You didn't watch baseball in the '80s?
Who are you asking?
DVD.
The
DVD.
Red Sox fan.
The Red
In the
Sox fan. Thank you,
80s?
Leo. Yeah, you're 40.
I mean,
I
that's
mean,
like
I was born in
again, that's like
84.
That's like Chalk asking me, "Oh, what?
man,
You didn't watch the
40.
Mariners in 2001?" Of just like, yeah, when I was fucking like 3
Yeah.
to age like 3 to 7, like not
Dude,
really.
I have vivid memories of watching like the '87 World Series when I was 4.
I was watching
You
Ninja
guys didn't watch
Turtles.
I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't know.
I had time for both.
I watched baseball when I was young, but I can't say I remember a lot of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like I remember like watching like
I'm sure it was on the TV.
I think I was like in like a pizza place that served like calzones when the Rangers scored 30 on the Orioles.
I didn't know that ever happened. That's awesome.
Yeah, we beat the Orioles 30-3.
my more vivid like sports memories from kids are like from watching certain playoffs, especially when I was like 10, 11, 12, like in middle school. Like the 2010 NBA Finals, which was Mavs and Heat with LeBron, Wade, and Chris Bosh, and versus Dirk
Yep.
and shit. Like shit like that. But other than that, like fuck no. Like I'm definitely not recalling. Like I would say honestly, like the earliest one is the 2004 Fiesta Bowl, but that is more of like there was like we like had like a huge party at our house and shit. So I more remember that shit rather than like sitting there watching the game.
Was that the Boise State entrance into?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I remember that. And Gonzaga being good too. That I remember when that started. Yeah. Sorry, Leo. Did you have questions for our guest, or?
Yeah, a couple of them.
What you
okay.
got, Leo?
Dayman, what are your career highlights so far?
Dayman, what are your career highlights?
I
You
say
just called him
Dayman.
None.
Dayman.
And damn, what are your career highlights so far? I'm not tired. I have no excuse. I apologize.
So I don't know that I have a whole lot of highlights so far. I've got a few lowlights so far.
Oh, nice.
Hey, welcome to the
I mean,
top 5
welcome-
draft picks.
Welcome to being
One
a
of
pitcher.
us. One of us.
My best game was definitely the first FCB game. I
I
think
was
that was a
there.
shutout, right, Leo?
Oh gosh, I don't know this. I don't remember the specifics, but I was there.
I feel like I remember closing that game out. Did you get player of the game?
Did we even do player of the game?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did play the game for college. Let's see if I can find that. Oh man. Keep talking. I'll
Was that the
find
game
it
where
out.
someone had like 7 home runs or the first
Probably
3
not.
bat? Oh,
We
I
had
don't know.
Sid hit a home run in his first career at bat.
Yeah, Sid. That's right.
Sid Hugo the fourth.
Who can forget?
What do you
My
do to the
my
record?
I think my most infamous moments have been when I start doing well and start talking shit, and everyone makes me
Mm.
pay for it.
yep.
There's
I-
a really bad screenshot floating around of that.
It's not bad. I like it.
Does it
It
say
reminds me
it's
to
It's
be
funny,
chocolate
humble.
but
for the
it's just
banana?
it's very indicative of just like the classic. Like, I mean, this isn't verbatim, but the classic of just like feeling really good, gonna blah blah blah. Literally 2 minutes later, someone hits a fucking home run.
Yes,
Like
exactly.
with like being like, I'm feeling nice. Like this game's gone really good so far. I feel like I'm doing really well, and like. And we'd been waiting for a swing for like a little bit too. And it was just like within a few minutes of saying that, everybody's just like, you motherfucker, dude.
Yeah,
Wasn't
DVD
wasn't
tempts the
CJ
fucking gods.
I
No
do.
fucks.
CJ last podcast was like, I was doing well, and then I tried to get a little cute with my numbers, and they didn't find it very cute or something like that. That is the pitching experience.
Then it's just 5 straight runs given up or something. It's
Like, man,
There's
I figured
nothing
double.
fucking
statistically
worse,
they'd have
too.
missed one of these.
Exactly. There's nothing worse too when it's like 5, 6, 7 bad results in a row. When you're like, it is literally way less probable that that's just happening. Whether you're scouting a random chance, like without any interruption, shit is
Yep.
so frustrating. Where you're just like, by the 4th or 5th one, you're just like, dude, this is out of our fucking control at this point. Like, this is just like somebody pissed someone off, and no matter what you do, they're just gonna fucking get on base for like 2 or 3 more times in a row. That's just how it is. Sorry.
Someone definitely has the token.
FCB 10.1 Texas State Bobcats versus Northwestern University Wildcats. Player of the game, Dan Van Dam. 4 innings, no hits, no runs, a walk. So
Hmm.
3-2 victory for the
I wanna-
Bobcats.
I want to do that again.
Yep.
What's stopping you?
The league.
The other
That's
team,
fair.
yeah. My first pitching timeout DVD, I basically had a no hitter through 4,
Nice.
and then
He did
I think I
anymore
got like
after
through
that.
4 and a third, and then someone got like a walk, and I'm like, well, that fucked up the perfect game, but I still got a no hitter, and then it was just like doubles after that. And I was like, maybe I should get
Yeah.
taken out. Yeah.
I've only pitched one
Chalk
time in an
one up for the
all-star.
banana.
Fuck another one.
I've only pitched one time in an all-star exhibition game, and I literally went out there, gave up a single, a double, and then a home run, and then did not give up a I think I gave up like a few more hits after that, but then so we were immediately they scored 3 immediately, and then I did not give up another run and swapped like right at the 6th inning.
They scored more
Good
runs in
news.
one outing than you had hits yourself in the whole season.
Oh,
That's
no.
me.
No, but good
That's
news
me.
good news is that I didn't feel bad because we were the home team, or whatever the fuck it was. We were batting second, yeah, the home team, and Tomas was pitching the top half of the inning, and he gave up fucking 11 runs. So by the time I get in, and we're up 11-0 in the bottom of the first, or the fucking whatever the fuck.
The food game? The
Yeah, in the food game, and I'm like, I'm feeling pretty good. Like, or it was the other way around. Either way, it was just like by the end of that inning, I was like, it does not matter.
Give up 7 runs, still in line for the win.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a baptism by fire for Tomas that game.
Yeah,
Give up a lot of runs. Oh, it does. Oh, trust me, I know it happens. I'm former pitcher.
I've been there. MLN is the
Hey.
worst because when something bad happens, you all have to face it together in the chat right
Oh,
there.
trust me.
There's
know.
no like just ignoring the result or like just being like, it's okay. It's like you're all sitting there, the pitcher, the catcher, the GMs and the captains and the umps just like, ooh, grand slam. Then they just hit you back with it, and you're all just like, oops.
Mm.
And then you got to announce the pitching change. You invite the new pitcher to
Invite
the
the
chat.
person, and then somebody always will leave. Then the old pitcher just leaves, and you're just like, oops. Also, delivering that news when you go is always like the fucking worst. When you're like,
Oop.
So that was a homer.
yeah,
Are you guys in the dome competition?
I am not.
I am
I'm not
not.
in the dome.
I smoked twat my first
Ooh.
match.
I'm sorry. You can't say that.
I'm
I
sorry.
know we're only on YouTube, but
We're
you
gonna
just
get,
can't
we're
say
gonna get
that.
fucking fucked on that one.
Not gonna get age
Can't be
That's the
saying
title.
we
Someone write
smoked
that out. I
twat.
smoke twat. That's the title.
It's past
Well, you
the
guys-
30
every day.
seconds worth
I
left.
thought you were gonna
Yeah.
make a weed. I thought he was gonna make a weed joke of like I smoked like a motherfucker and then beat so and so, but no, he just smoked twat.
Smoke twat
We're
and
past
buy.
the
That's
first
all
30
he
seconds.
does.
It's fine.
Is that
He-
indica or sativa? I've never heard of that strain.
I don't know. It's British.
That's fair.
Yeah. It's probably shit weed, fucking ditch weed.
Damon, I thought of you today because the landscapers want to put in something called salvia, and I'm like,
Yes.
I don't think
You're
that's
like,
legal,
oh,
guys.
Do you? Oh, do you? Yeah. You want to put salvia in there, huh? Interesting.
There are multiple kinds.
Yeah,
It's probably not the
Yeah.
divinorum.
probably not.
I don't know what it is, but I don't want it in my backyard. So.
No, it's a really
Mexi-
pretty red flower. We have some potted as
Mexico
well.
has lots of psychedelic substances.
Well, it's just the
Does it now?
rainforest in general does.
The rainforest.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's
so
true.
what happens after you smoke twat?
You move
You
on
move
to the
on to the
next
second
leg.
round?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next round.
Well, the news just broke. I'll be playing total.
Ooh.
Oh, I thought you were gonna like
Round
lick
two.
asshole or something. I didn't know.
What?
No.
Oh, now I'm gonna smoke.
He beats my cock.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Ah, there it is. There it is. Well done, Stupido.
Well done,
Number
sir.
1 versus number 4. Number 1 versus potentially in an alternate universe, also number 1.
Yeah.
Wait, where's the bracket? I'll put it on the screen.
I have to say, maybe that's a highlight, is being part of that ridiculous trade.
That's pretty
Oh
cool.
yeah, that's a good factoid.
Does it
for
feel
future
weird?
trivia.
Does it feel weird that someone traded up to get not you?
I mean, we traded up to get you. We
We
traded
traded
down to
down.
get you.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
traded down to get you. There you go.
No, it's just like you guys were so confident in how little value I had that you knew you could trade down.
Yeah.
I was like,
I mean,
I
we
mean,
traded down so we could get his teammate.
Yeah,
it's just the
exactly.
classic like fantasy football move where it's just like, well, I've identified that the 2 teams or the 3 teams in front of me won't take
This person.
this tight
Yeah.
end because they have a tight
Yeah.
end on their roster. So I'm just gonna trade back, get additional value, and then we're gonna go from there.
Yeah, I have
What I
actually
totally
done
get,
that.
I
Just
just-
like I know these people. Like I fucking know my aunt's gonna be taking Rob
Yeah,
Gronkowski. That was
Travis
always the
Kelce,
fucking
yep.
one. Yeah, or Travis Kelsey's the new one. Yeah.
There goes
But,
Mark
like,
Andrews off the
did
board.
it feel
God.
weird, DVD, or were you like, yeah, this is cool, or
Well,
what was
So-
it like inside?
Damn,
The
how
Fats
the
and
fuck did it get
Dayman-
stuck there?
Fats and Dayman talked to me pretty early on about the trade once they knew it was going to happen. And they were like, listen, yes, we could take you at 1, but we're definitely going to get you, and this will benefit you. By having, the ability to take another person. I was like, that's fine. I'm all about just being in a good clubhouse, and the Cardinals is where I wanted to be. So wherever that was going to be was fine.
Got it. And that wasn't.
But-
that was like
You should have
genuine.
dropped
You
into
didn't-
the third round.
I mean, there was a lot of teams that I spoke to that were just like, we want you, but there's no chance we'll get you.
Yeah, I
So-
feel like I was called out for that.
You were.
Could have
I
traded up.
was.
Could have traded
Could've
up.
trade- I specifically said we should trade up very early on in the draft for one player
but
who
nobody-
I will not name.
No, nobody
Well-
wanted a deal. Probably.
Actually, at the time, no one had made any trades up yet. And I was
Yeah.
like, we should try to do that. And no one said anything. And then, like, maybe I'm saying too much here, and then someone was like, we'll trade the 21st, 23rd, 27th, and 29th pick for this third pick or whatever. I was like, we could have done that. It's like I didn't know that was a
Well,
possible thing.
if
Was
you
on the
had that
table?
many roster
Yeah,
spots
fair enough.
open,
Fair enough.
I can't imagine the Phillies were exactly
having
scrambling for roster spots.
5 roster spots open to do that.
No, we
It
would have
was-
traded away multiple picks. It
was
doesn't
really
matter. It was just funny to me.
It was fun battling Total in the server to see who could be more like talkative.
Yeah.
He
always fun.
I started off heavy and hard at first and then had to ease back because it was like I couldn't ignore work any longer.
What do you do? Because you talked about that in the top of the 10th
Top of the 10th.
podcast.
So
Thanks,
I'm an attorney, but I'm an insurance risk advisor.
You're an
So-
attorney?
Yeah.
Did not know that.
And
That's it.
I'm not really like practicing law at the moment, but advising corporations just, on what their insurance policies do and don't cover and helping them manage it and arguing with insurance brokers because they suck.
Yeah.
it's not like
No,
you're
if
working
we
at
do.
like a law practice, but like you're still doing like weird stuff.
Yeah, I'm doing a lot of contract review stuff, which is
Yeah.
what I like, so it fits.
Got it.
My wife
Yeah,
is a
that does
personal
lend
injury
itself.
attorney.
Okay.
She
Did you ever picture on all the billboards?
no, her boss does, and he's a fucking idiot. It's so funny.
Of course.
Of course he is. That's why his
Yeah.
picture's on the wall and not the one who's actually doing the work.
Yeah. True. Every time like the paralegals see that shit, they're just like, "You motherfucker, dude. Fuck you. You fucking bastard."
Well, the next question we have is was DVD an accident or was it planned the whole time?
So you mean like the nickname DVD, right?
Yes, like the initial
Yeah.
spelling DVD.
Yeah, that was not
Yeah,
planned
did
out.
you come
and
in wanting to be DVD?
no,
Space Jam
I
DVD.
Space Jam DVD.
I didn't even realize because Dan Van Dan has been a nickname since I was like in my 20s and worked at a pizza shop. This Brazilian guy that I worked with, we worked the open shift. His name was Rodrigo. He was a really funny guy. And since we worked open through lunch, we'd come in at like 10 in the morning, prep everything that we needed to prep, and then the shop didn't open till 11, so we'd throw on movies, and it had a DVD player, so I'd bring old like Jean-Claude Van Damme movies because I love watching crappy 80s cinema. And
I
eventually
object to
started
the usage of crappy.
Who doesn't?
eventually started calling me Dan Van Damme because that's like I brought in a stack of those movies and we watched all of them. And then as I found out earlier today, because I went back to check, and it was Noah Diamond that dropped the first DVD message, and from there it just took off. And you know what? I love that because I've always been a believer that you can't pick your own nickname. It's
Of
kind
course
of a
not.
cop out.
Of course.
And I'm just glad that I got a good one because branding is everything.
When's the merch line drop?
Yeah, when's it drop?
TBD.
All right.
I haven't thought that far ahead yet. I want to get the podcast established first.
TBD for DVD.
TBD is for total whatever his middle name is dial.
Totally big dial.
There we go.
Totally big dial.
Totaliest, bigliest dial list.
So, who would win in a fight, you or JCVD?
Oh, there wouldn't even be a fight. I would just
It'd just
submit.
be a night of love making.
Yeah.
Oh my
I would just submit.
I would just submit.
The audio is gonna line up great on that.
Yep, that's great.
I would just submit.
You're right. You're totally right.
All right, now who
What
would
can
win-
you do? The man would just drop into a full split, and you'd be like, okay.
And what would you want to do? Like you would be aroused the whole time and just be awkward for everybody.
He gets you
So-
like behind
I'm-
the back, hands
Ooh.
around the neck, and you're just like, this is bad.
Are we doing like Grecian wrestling? Because maybe.
How much oil is involved, and how olivey is it? That's what the real question is.
Lots and the most.
Is it
Mhm.
is it
Nice.
extra virgin, and will it be afterwards?
That olive oil will be violated, Leo. You know it. I know it. The VDs know it.
You could
It's,
probably sell it afterward too.
I was about to say, and then
Ugh.
we can use it for a light snack later.
Bottle it up.
Bottled body fluids.
Lightly
God, that
wrestled
hits
olive
way too
oil.
hard. Lightly wrestled.
Van
Extra
Dam olive
virgin
oil.
right next to your lightly wrestled. It's for different types of dishes.
Of course.
For
More of a dipping-
snacks with
more of
two
a dipping
C's.
oil.
Yeah,
Stupido, that was really creepy. That
I'm
was
a
with
lover,
two
not a
Cs.
fighter. That's for sure.
Well, the two C's wasn't, I don't think, what you think it was.
No, just the way you said
But
it.
it
I don't even care what
works.
the meaning was. It was like snack with two C's. I don't know. It was like your little bit of Southern drawl made it just very much so
Snack with a Q.
inappropriate.
With a Q. With a QUE.
Snack.
So,
Okay, that was a
what is
fun
it
one.
like being on the awards committee, and why don't you have the Phillies as the top team? Important time to note that I don't write these questions.
You
Or at least
could,
not this one.
you could
Neither
write the
do I.
questions.
I could.
Neither do
Not this
I.
one though.
So
Okay.
the awards committee is pretty cool. I don't have any real basis for how I do my voting. So the first couple weeks, right? It's a small sample size. You never really know which way that could shake out long term. So I've just been going with whatever the most productive team was in that previous week. And I haven't really paid attention to how my results have been. Probably not great.
I don't give a fuck, so I don't pay attention to that either.
It's neat.
They're not try to get them exact rankings.
Yeah, they're just
power rankings. So it's just
preference rankings.
fucking do whatever you want. There's nothing to say what's right or wrong. I absolutely love when people get heated about power rankings. Absolutely love it.
All
For
right.
anybody
Well, if that's the
listening,
case,
I do mine based on color. So don't even try to fucking bitch about it.
What's
I
your favorite
will.
color?
It changes.
Cardinal red.
I mean, red's got to be up there, so that kind of works out.
Red is my favorite color.
Red's a good
Really?
color.
Personal.
Good color.
It is.
Oh, it doesn't surprise me.
My favorite color, I think, is pine green.
Ooh.
Nice green is a good color.
I
Yeah,
like
I
when
agree.
people get specific in shades when it comes to their favorite color.
Yeah. Yeah, me
Well,
too.
Because it does depend, you know?
There are very many types of greens.
There's lime, there's olive, there's
Kiwi.
See, I
there's
don't like
kiwi, there's pine.
olive or like
neon.
military green,
Yeah, me neither.
but I like that subtle forest pine green. A little bit of blue mixed in, but not too much.
Gotcha. What is it like being a cardinal? I mean, it's as good a transition as any.
It
Being
was a transition for sure.
Take it when I can get it.
being a cardinal's pretty great. It's basically like a big party all the time. Daman steps into the server. He starts handing out Scooby snacks. People get wild.
It's Jose's birthday like every fucking 2 weeks.
Yep. Hey, it's my birthday.
It's Jose's birthday every 2 weeks. Also, Jose lives in a haunted house, so we get a good amount of ghost stories.
Yep. It's a great server. Also, like, where's Basil been? He's not been around too much.
Basil is moving, I think.
Oh,
like-
right.
A decent distance.
Should we just turn this into a Cardinals podcast?
Yeah.
But that wouldn't be fair to the pizza rats, right, Stupido?
That's right.
That is actually the next question. What is it like being a pizza rat?
I do write some of these questions.
Being a pizza rat it's a little grungy, but you're never too hungry because there's always something to eat right around the corner. The subways stay warm in the wintertime, so
They
True.
do.
Okay. Who is your favorite top 5 podcast member? Is it your college GM, your current MLR teammate, your current MILR GM, or Griff?
of course this question.
You rip the
How do
band-aid
I
off quick.
choose? I mean, like,
Pretty easily. I mean,
it's Griff.
answer.
Yes.
Yeah. Literally.
Of course,
Like,
of course.
that's the correct answer.
It's Griff. It's funny. I mean, I bought you cosmic brownies.
Dude, there's only 2 of those fuckers left. I kind of feel bad about myself.
How many did you eat?
To be fair,
when did
there's
you get
not
'em?
that many in a box.
It's a box of 6, but each pack has 2.
Okay.
When did you
Yeah.
get them?
But that's really just one. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
We're
It's
not
it
really
is
eight.
just
one,
one.
let's
It
be
is just
honest.
one.
We're not
But-
8 anymore.
Okay, I'm not ignoring your when did you get them. I just don't want to admit it.
It's like
That's
3
that's
hours
the same
ago.
thing as
Had
ignoring.
to have
That's
been
the same
yesterday,
thing.
right?
They were
That's
delivered
true.
on Sunday at about 2 p.m.
Yeah.
But
By 3:30, there was only 4 left. So if we go from that time, I'd say that's pretty good.
not bad.
In
But
the great
I
scheme
will
of
say
things,
that I did buy Leo a cameo.
you did, and it's a very good cameo.
Oh, I saw
Of
that.
who?
That was pretty cool.
Oh gosh, what's her name? It's somebody who does media and coverage for the Texas Rangers, and I forget what her name is off the top of my head.
She
Oh,
did it in a bathroom.
I am so glad that it was that memorable.
Listen, I remember every word. I just don't remember the name of the woman. Let's see if I
Emily
can go find it.
Jones.
Yes,
Yes.
it was Emily Jones. Good memory day, man. Wow, you're really bucking the
He looked
trend.
it up. He looked it up.
I mean,
Wow.
Google's my friend, but I did have to sift through a list of names and pick one out to say that.
Oh, he got lucky. He guessed.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yes, I do remember it. It was. It was. I genuinely don't know how to describe the feeling that I got when I was like, huh, that's a cameo saying my fake baseball player name and proclaiming me to be one of the best FCB GMs. Like
It's so good.
it's so good, and I genuinely like. I love it. I don't know how to react. It stumps me.
So I've gotten cameos for friends before, and they've always been a big hit. And I know if you dig, you can find like really cheap ones. And so that one was like $5. And so I was like, it wouldn't be
$5.
fair to Strawberry.
I'm not in the hole.
It
I
wouldn't
am
be
in the
fair to Strawberry if I didn't get him one too. So I ordered him from fucking Tyler Freeman of the Cleveland Guardians. It was also $5. And like a day before it was due, Tyler Freeman canceled it because I guess he was too busy in spring training or
Too
whatever.
busy playing
Fuck
baseball.
you
or
trying to
something like
fucking
that.
actually practice. Piece of
Yeah.
shit.
Imagine.
Who the fuck does that?
There's more important things like celebrating fake baseball.
Yeah. Fucking asshole.
Dork. Apparently Tyler Freeman's like a really nice.
Probably a
Yeah,
really
probably
nice
like
guy,
the
right?
coolest fucking dude ever. Sorry, Tyler Freeman. We love you.
We do
Well,
love
by
you.
all
That's
means,
why
Tyler,
we-
if you hear this, feel free to send us a
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
cameo.
Send
A
us send
cameo.
us cameo for free because you canceled that other one, so it's only fair.
Hook us up.
Just put a comment in below.
Hook
Like
up
and subscribe.
Strawberry Jones. You'll know who he is. He's the Strawberry.
The Straub.
The Straub.
All right, are we on to last and usually longest question?
We're almost there. You just completed your 4th session. How are you enjoying the fake big leagues thus far?
It's really good. I like it a lot. I think I'm in it for the long haul. Um, I
You
didn't
think that
really.
doesn't make me feel good?
Well, shit. Anyone could drop dead tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, no, not wrong. Anyway.
Life moves fast, and
Mhm.
if you don't stop and smell the roses once in a while. No, I didn't know what to expect coming into the server during spring training, and it was clear pretty quickly. It was a lot of really cool people and a lot of, just people, and playing the game is
Oh,
really
shit, I'm
fun.
sorry.
I really enjoy like the strategy and the creativeness that you can get with pitching, and
It
I
really
just
is
want
fun.
winning is more fun, but just playing is awesome. That's the
Yeah, at
one
a certain point,
downside.
it's like you can't really
Yeah,
control some of that. So
of course. And the only downside with pitching is that it's less frequent session to
yeah,
session, but you get a longer duration to shine during your session.
yeah, it's like, do you want your playing time split up like just a little bit each time, or do you want to like play maybe almost an entire game, but then not play for like a little bit?
And I love
That's like
binging.
stuff. Yes.
I'm a very binge worthy personality, I think. Not binge worthy, but binge
People want to consume a lot of me very quickly.
very
Because
fast.
I'm consuming so much stuff that I have lots of excess.
Of
Very
course, of
potent.
course.
Yeah, excess.
Excess.
In excess, even.
Excess.
In excess.
Excess and excess. What are we talking about?
In excess.
It's a good band.
When is the next Top of the 10th podcast coming out?
That's a great question. I don't know how you guys do it because we've already run into scheduling woes.
Comes with
It's just
that
hard.
experience.
First, you
we-
just got to not have a life or care about your life.
Yeah,
And
just
give it all up for this.
forsake everything and everyone you care
Yeah,
about.
you also
Dayman,
have
that's fine.
bad
Dayman's taking an
hours.
extra. Yeah, that's hard for you. Dayman's taking an extra semester to finish his master's because he prioritized this. So
That's
I don't know if
wonderful.
that
Not
joke is too
true,
soon or not.
but
I mean,
That
it's
might
the
that
devil
might be
still
too
hits.
soon,
but
Dayman.
So,
Yeah, sorry.
anyways,
go ahead.
We really want Cole to be involved. Cole's really good people and he's got skills, so we really want him involved. So we don't mind having to go a little bit extra to get his involvement. I think it makes the whole thing better. So it's worth it to have to work around, timing issues and things like that. And honestly, the time difference between Japan and the US isn't that bad. I mean, if you look at it in terms of total hours difference, it is. But if you look at it in terms of our morning is his night and his night is our morning, it kind of works out a little bit. If you can
it's like it's
hit
almost
it.
it's so far in the future time zone that it's like fine because it's like it's just a
Yeah.
different day, but it's not really that many hours apart. Like it's just like
So I
know.
have clients with offices in India, and I find India to be one of the most challenging time zones to work with.
Mhm.
It's just in that like bad, like that sweet spot of being frustrating to deal with timings because it's usually
Of just
like,
like 8 a.m. for you is like 6 p.m. for them, or
yeah,
what? Yeah.
yeah. So it's like
It's like right when I wake up is when you get off work. Perfect.
you send them an email and then you get a response the next day, and it's always delayed like that.
Yeah.
I know in tech support through India, the better employees work the late evenings and overnight because that's when
That's
the
Us
yeah.
stupid
employees in the
Americans are
United
up.
States are up. Yep.
Yeah,
Dumb
and everything
American.
has to revolve around us, doesn't it?
Yes.
At
Freedom.
my job, our
Brandon?
publisher's British, so like it's always a day. Unless we need to talk to them and it's like really early in the morning. if it's any time past like 10 a.m. for me, it's just tomorrow. Because it's already like 5 for them. It's 7 hours ahead.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
like, yeah, like unless I'm literally emailing someone at like 7 a.m. my time, like it's just tomorrow for basically England and east of that.
This next question just says parenting question mark.
How old's your kid, DVD?
She's 9. She'll be turning 10 in September. Going into
Nice.
4th grade.
Big deal.
Big
She's
4th grade.
She likes softball. She likes acting. She loves video games. I think my parenting goal is to get her to be the girl that all the nerdy guys want. Because that's the type of crowd that I relate to the most, so I can understand like the actions of those boys the best, I think.
You can navigate that social system across
Yeah.
generations.
And you're like, oh,
I
also
follow you, buddy.
maybe one day when they're old enough, her boyfriend or maybe her husband, I'll actually have something in common with, and that would be really helpful to
We could
not
do-
just want to beat his ass.
Exactly. Yeah, you
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah.
find a way to identify with them to make sure it's not just animosity. But yeah, she's great. She does amazing in school. If I would let her, she would sit with like the tablet on one side, a Chromebook open on the other, the TV set to YouTube, and then a PC laptop on the other one. She would go full like
I mean, that's
Just describe
what,
the
That
that's what
sounds
all
like me.
what all kids do. Yeah.
yeah, but
Yeah.
at 9 you want them to have a little bit more grass touching.
Yeah. I
Or
mean,
just
it's
like
nice
focus
that
on one
she's.
thing.
I mean, yeah, that too. But it's, I mean, nice that like she seems to like sports because you can kind of do like both, you know?
Yeah, so it's like I think she likes acting and doing plays way more than sports, but to do softball, she was like, "I'll do it if you're the coach this year." So I was like, "Okay, let's
Okay.
do it. That sounds awesome."
We're doing softball. Yeah.
How'd you guys
Uh,
do?
Lost every game. No, I'm kidding.
no, so the first 2 games they lost, and then they like went on to win every single game after that. It was
Nice.
like that type of moment where you can see, okay, all these kids are either rusty or don't know what they're doing at the beginning of the season, and then midway through you're like, yeah, they're starting to get it, and then by the end you're like, this is awesome. They're really coming along. The only downside to that is the softball season for little kids is so short, and then it's like they sit
Really?
around for like 9 months not doing softball, so all those skills regress. So I'm trying to get her a private tutor at some point this summer, or maybe in the fall, to just like not necessarily like push her to be Miss Softball America, but just get those skills like
I mean, it's,
refreshed
yeah,
midway.
yeah. It's always going to be more fun if you're like not struggling to do shit that seems like pretty easy on the surface too.
Yeah, and she's got a little bit of that like fear of the ball action going on, and
Yeah.
the only way to get over that is to just do more reps, more.
The short season up there it makes sense, right? Like you probably
Yeah, around here there's like a lot of indoor like batting cages and like fields and stuff so people can
Yeah,
practice when it's not baseball because obviously it gets really cold.
we have like a summer league for kids and stuff like that, but it's way more competitive, and she's not that into it, and I don't want her to get so stressed out on it that she doesn't want to do it anymore. So
Yeah,
casual
it's
and
just
fun.
like don't fucking go into the crazy like summer travel league thing that's gonna make like, oh great, that's the worst memory ever.
Yeah, like just
Yeah.
grueling and doesn't want to do it anymore.
Mm,
She tried
yeah.
cheerleading last year. She tried ice skating and didn't like that. She did horseback riding, gymnastics, soccer. Like we've tried everything, but softball seems to be the one that she enjoys because it's the one that I enjoy coaching. So that works out.
does help.
Yeah.
Are you
Did you
going to
play ball?
continue coaching?
Yeah, if they'll have me. It's
Did you play ball
volunteer.
when you were a kid?
I played t-ball. I was like a scrawny kid. I was not a sports kid. And then when I was in middle school, I got chunky, so I was even more not a sports kid. And then in high school, I joined the swim team, slimmed down, and found my
Oh,
calling.
swimming. Let's go. Swim team represents.
Oh, another swimmer?
Yeah, I was swim team from 7th grade to about halfway through my junior year of high school.
Amazing.
I
So
did not know that.
I had always loved swimming, but I hadn't discovered like competitive swimming until freshman year of high school, and I was always comfortable in the water. So it was just a matter of learning and perfecting the strokes, and made captain my senior year, and then I swam in college for about 3 months until I blew out my shoulders.
Oh,
Yeah, that's like pretty much what stopped me playing sports was just in high school, just like injuries like that. It was just like, dude, fuck this. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. So yeah, I swam freestyle and butterfly and individual medley.
Especially
Yeah,
when you
that's
get to
really
a
awesome.
point where you're like, it's one thing if you're like, this is gonna pay for my college or like do something, but when you get to a point where you're like, I'm good enough to like be good and like be on a winning team, but like I'm not going to get my fucking college paid for, dude. Like just no way. Like
we're going
Yeah.
to the
So
Olympics.
yeah,
I got
yeah.
a swimming scholarship, but it was for like 2 grand. So it paid for like books.
Books.
Yeah. That my
And
sister had a rodeo scholarship that was like that.
rodeo?
Yeah, like horseback riding and stuff.
Well, so
I feel
like what
like we
kind
should
of
have found
horseback
out about
riding?
that earlier.
Like
Hers was
roping cattle?
yeah. I mean, you couldn't say it like that if you're from the Northeast and have never seen a fucking animal before.
Yeah. Okay, fair.
No.
But my daughter did horseback riding, but it was like English saddle.
Yeah,
So it was
yeah,
like
get the miss me with that bullshit.
What was the
No,
event
that's
called,
fine.
Damon?
Her specific like collegiate one was barrel racing, but like growing up, like we all like team roped or calf roped or breakaway. She did a little breakaway in college
Have
or like
you
go tying.
competed in a rodeo?
Yes,
are you a
Oh
rodeo
my
clown?
God.
I
Have
have
you ever been
no.
a rodeo clown?
I have never been a rodeo clown. I did not ever like ride bulls or anything because my mom wouldn't let me. Also, I was just like, fuck that, dude. Um,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I
My
was
mom
like,
wouldn't
that
let
does
me
not
play
sound
football
fun.
either, but I wasn't going to do that.
Yeah. I only played football in middle school. After that, I was like, I'm not big enough for this shit. I'm going to get seriously injured.
Going to
And my
get
mom and
hurt.
dad were both like, fuck yeah. Like, yeah. I was like sitting next to this dude in class who was like 380 and we called him Big Nick. And I'm like, dude, I'm fucking 5'8" and 150. Like, I'm good.
And you will kill me.
Every
Hey,
year, the new assistant football coach would come to the first lunch, and he would see me because he'd have to work, lunch monitor or whatever. And he'd walk up to me, and it was a different guy every year. They'd put his arms on my shoulders, and he'd say, "Son, you're going to be on the line for me this year, right?" And I was like, "Dude, I ain't touching that game with a 10-foot pole. You get the fuck off me." Because I was a big kid. I was like
yeah,
6 foot 2,
right.
220 in high school, maybe. So yeah,
But
never
yeah,
wanted to do that.
definitely not a question. That I would say that's like anytime someone says they did like horseback riding stuff, I just kind of assume that's what they mean, like English, Western stuff.
I've never ridden a horse in my life.
Really?
Yeah. So
Horse?
we're going to the Outer Banks in North Carolina in a couple weeks
Yeah.
here. We're supposed to be doing like one of those horseback riding on the beach things. So that might
I
be
hate
my
that.
first experience. You hate that?
I hate riding horses on the beaches. Yeah. And
Why?
horses walk just like people. Like, do you like walking on the beach when like the sand like collapsing under you and like kind of like stumbling a bit? I hate that
Yeah,
feeling on a horse.
I kind of love it.
Then you're gonna have a great fucking time.
Awesome.
Dan Van Dam, do you
Hmm.
have any questions for us?
Yeah, so I was thinking about this, and one of the best ways I feel to get to know somebody is to know what scares them. So,
Okay.
what, and this is for each of you or any
Of
single one
course.
of
Of
you that
course.
wants to answer, but what causes you to feel existential dread?
Oh, that's much worse than
Specifically,
scares.
yeah, that I thought you were just gonna say what spooks me.
No.
Existential dread. I
Yeah,
was just
what
gonna say I'm spooked to the
specifically?
dark.
Death. It's death. It's always death.
But that's not like
The very.
I'll take it.
It's the
Yeah.
very.
For me, it's someone falling. Just the idea of someone falling more than, say, 6 feet.
Ooh.
Like in Vertigo, when they all use that fucking camera angle of them, like
Yeah, that was not fun. But just even like
yeah,
seeing someone on a ladder, seeing someone on a
yeah.
roof,
No,
it
I
just
totally
freaks me
feel
out.
it.
And I
Oh,
don't have a fear of heights. Like I can stand, like on a building with a guardrail and everything just fine. But the
I
idea of someone else doing it or being high, nope.
We did it. We did it,
Yeah.
folks. We did it.
we got through
We
it.
did, in fact, do it. We recorded an
Well,
episode.
and we're in good time because the Stanley Cup is just about halfway through the second period.
Nice.
How's it
Just when
going?
it gets good.
It's tied unless someone just
Oh.
scored.
Oh, wait. Hold on a second. There's a cameo.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Is there?
Is there? Will it play through?
Where?
Oh, might be sent and added at the end.
Yeah, tack it on.
You'll have to just send it to me because it's not gonna pick it up unless through your mic.
And it just be as long as his input into Discord, it'll pick it up for you.
I mean, sure, if you changed your input from your mic to like whatever you were playing, but your PC would have to recognize that as an input and not just like a audio source.
What if it's a
Whatever.
real life cameo?
What if
Sorry.
he
That's
has
easy. You
Tyler
just pass the
Freeman?
mic.
My kid just stole my headphones.
What if Tyler Freeman was in the room with him right
Oh,
now?
the kid's this cameo.
Yeah, it was that.
Wow.
My daughter, she said hi, but then she was too shy to talk.
Aw.
That's fair.
Wow. Perfect.
That's a
She
great
was like,
cameo.
Worth it.
they're talking
Worth it
about
then.
you.
Well, whenever she
Go to
has time, she
sleep.
can come say
That's
hi.
what I'm telling her. Go to
Yeah,
sleep.
go to sleep.
Give
Go to bed.
daddy his
9:30.
time.
She's like, it's
Heathen.
summer vacation. Woo.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's fair. Gotta give her that one.
Yeah, she's got a point.
She is not wrong.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan Van Dam, for being here with us today.